from worst to best. Goku's mentors and masters. Son Goku, Dragon Ball's protagonist and legendary hero, wasn't always the mighty warrior we know and love. Part of what made the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z series so special was being able to see the growth in personality and in power for the characters. Goku has had a lot of mentors help teach him over the course of the series that have influenced his characteristics, fighting techniques, and had a long-lasting impact on him. Regardless of what Super has changed about Goku and his interpersonal relationships, he cared deeply for others throughout his life, and his mentors were no exception. So today I'm going to run down Goku's masters and rank them from worst to best. This is going to cover Goku's entire journey so far. For the rankings of the masters, I'm taking a few things into consideration. Techniques, abilities learned, strength increases, and character traits that changed with Goku after he spent time with them. Whis. Now, Goku's tutelage under Whis is by no means completed as of me creating this video, but in regards to the influence of masters to Goku, he definitely ranks at the bottom. Whis' training is different from the others because it seems to be more about becoming one with the fight instead of learning a new technique or trying to get his students to surpass him. Some of Whis' dialogue when Goku reaches Ultra Instinct implies that reaching that power was his goal for the Saiyans after all, while the manga implies that Whis wanted Goku and Vegeta to work on their team attacks. Either way, his omnipotent presence doesn't really influence or change Goku's personality much at all. However, this could be because of just how Goku's character is shown in Super. Now, Whis does help Goku and Vegeta quite a bit, but they're already at such a high level of power, so it seems more about helping them control and hone their skills. The Yardrats. While this one might be stretching it, the Yardrats did teach Goku arguably his most useful technique in the instant transmission. Yes, it's more useful than the Kamehameha. Never seen in the manga, but appearing in anime flashbacks, the Yardrats nursed Goku back to health, taught him the instant transmission, and gave him a safe place to use as a temporary home while learning how to sustain and control his Super Saiyan abilities. Grandpa Gohan. Grandpa Gohan is the one who raised a baby Goku after he crash-landed on Earth. Before you say it, the Super Broly movie contradicts the original manga reasoning for Goku being sent to Earth and makes no sense to me. Regardless, Gohan, while not getting a lot of time with Goku, taught him early core values of respect and the basics of martial arts to get him started in the world. Their match and his reveal at Fortune Teller Baba's tournament was absolutely touching and made Goku feel like a genuine person experiencing love for the only parent he ever really had. It allowed them to have a proper goodbye. With more time, Gohan's influence would have been seen even more.
Where have you been? I thought you...
There, now stop your crying.
I looked everywhere for you and I couldn't find you.
Korin. Korin is a character that trained a young Goku. Goku has always shown a lot of respect for Korin, even as an adult, and his training helped him really get a footing for reaching next levels of strength. When Korin first taught Goku, it was one of those cliche, you had the power in you the whole time type of moments, as Goku's speed and stamina really grew from him trying to catch Korin. However, Korin helps Goku gain strength again using the Ultra Divine Water, which eventually leads to King Piccolo's defeat. Goku's respect for Korin's advice and opinion is shown again in Z during the Cell arc, where Goku asks Korin to gauge his power, something I thought was very respectful and a cool callback to an old master. Himself. The reason why I decided to include Goku's solo trainings is because they have a track record of having some stellar results. Two major examples were when Goku trained by himself before the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, and again heading from Earth to Namek, both to massive gains. Goku has learned a balance of pushing himself to the limit and resting, which may be one of the reasons why he is always a step ahead of Vegeta. He passes an amalgam of training techniques from all of his masters and his own influences to his students, seen especially with Gohan during the Cell Games preparations, and presumably with Oob. Master Roshi. While I may get flack for not putting Roshi higher, or even at number 1, I want to be clear that this placement isn't because of a lack of importance at all. Master Roshi's training was groundbreaking for Goku to refine his skills from what he remembered from Grandpa Gohan. This would have been the first real formal training Goku ever received, and also included basic reading and arithmetic. The Turtle Shell training greatly increased the strength, speed, and stamina of Goku and Krillin. Master Roshi's influence on Goku led him to the World Martial Arts Tournaments, whereas Jackie Chun, Roshi also wanted to teach Goku a lesson in humility. Goku always respected Roshi after their initial training, but human characters like Krillin and Yamcha benefited far more and spent way more time at Kami House than Goku ever did. Towards the end of Super, we do see how much Roshi means to Goku, which was really nice to see. Now, you'll notice I didn't mention the Kamehameha. Can we agree that Goku essentially taught himself that move? In fact, so did Krillin and Yamcha. Even Tien taught it to himself on the fly. Mr. Popo / Kami. So technically Kami trained Goku during the time skip in Dragon Ball, but it's safe to assume that the brunt of the work was done by Mr. Popo. Popo took Goku's martial arts mastery far beyond anything Dragon Ball had seen at the time and molded Goku into a fantastic martial artist. This training was also responsible for Goku learning a lot about his ki and started him utilizing weighted clothing. However, while everyone that trained Goku taught him martial arts or certain techniques, the training with Popo and Kami taught Goku how to be a good person. Think about Dragon Ball with Goku mercilessly killing Red Ribbon Army soldiers and Piccolo's men. When he returned toward the end of Dragon Ball as a young adult, he was more mature and caring, even hesitant to kill. I feel that these teachings shaped Goku almost more than any other in terms of his character development. King Kai. When Goku passed the levels of training Planet Earth's masters could provide and was dead, it was King Kai who became his master to prepare him for the Saiyans. In terms of the amount of useful techniques Goku has learned, no other master even comes close to the number King Kai taught Goku. Between the implied telepathy Goku sported after his training in the other world, the Spirit Bomb, and the Kaioken, his training has saved Goku and quite possibly the universe on multiple occasions. His planet has 10 times Earth's gravity, which sparked Goku's experimentation with pushing those limits. King Kai is the master Goku goes to whenever he wants to get into fighting shape. After their Cell Games deaths, Goku stayed in the other world and trained for 7 years under King Kai. Keep in mind that Grand Kai's training was a filler thing, and in both the manga and anime it didn't happen. During this 7-year gap, Goku gains the ability to become a Super Saiyan 3. While the circumstances to how are never stated, it's probable that it was all done under the watchful eye of King Kai. I'm interested about everyone's thoughts and opinions on Goku's best masters and what you think are the most important elements that came from them. Training has such a broad definition in Dragon Ball, so almost every single method is different, and it would be easy to place these mentors in any order. Honestly, they all really did contribute to Goku in one way or another. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below.